Guys, as you know, we went to Thailand, so then you're right, we spilled the beans on the best way to get more for your money when you travel.
It's a two-part series. So this one was talking about the before, so how we booked it, how we got discounts, etc. I feel like discount is my favourite word. And then the second part will be about the actual holiday in itself. So what we did on a day-to-day and how we got discounts that way.
Let's get into it. So these are our top tips to getting the most out of your holiday. Not just Thailand, any holiday you're about to book.
We don't know what to do anymore.
Yeah. So number one, of course.
Everything.
So number one, set your budget. So when we were going to Thailand, we agreed we would spend £1,000 each, so 2K, covering flights, accommodation, and spending money. Personally, I think the best thing you can do is set up a holiday fund. I started thinking about going on holiday since February, but we weren't able to go because I had my friend's stag do. And I had a wedding as well.
We actually booked our holiday and planned it actually 3 weeks before we left, which I wouldn't necessarily recommend. It just happened to happen that way, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it.
But we were different.
I didn't actually have a holiday fund per se. I mean, I was saving anyway. I just got to a point where, with regards to my wedding, I just felt a bit resentful-ish, kind of, sort of. But like, we're just gonna be spending so much money on other people, making sure that they have fun. And I kind of just wanted to do something for myself. And I just felt like it was worth it.
So number two, plan your holiday. So find out where it is that you want to go, what type of holiday you want, whether it's an activity-based holiday or it's just more of a relaxation holiday. I'm not a travel expert, so I reached out to my boy, Holiday Helper, to organise this trip for my one and only.
You guys need to go on holiday, yeah?
Yeah. Like, it's been a long time, man.
Pre-honeymoon vibes?
Yeah, pre-honeymoon. To plan where we're going to go.
I mean, first one that comes to mind is someone like Asia, like Thailand or Bali.
Where we're going to stay.
But you can also find nice villas.
Okay.
So like 2-3 nights in a villa there, we're looking at £100.
And also just learn a few tricks of the trade while we were at it.
And food and stuff is very cheap. Internal flights in Asia are also very cheap.
And one thing that we learned during this is think about the holiday as a whole and don't be put off or put on, I don't know if that makes sense, by, what do you call it?
The flights.
Flight prices. So for example, Paris is really close. You can go to Paris, it'll be so cheap. But then to stay there will be really, really expensive. And when I say holiday overall, I mean like hotel being cheap, food being cheap, excursions being cheap, then you end up spending so much less. Tip number 3, book off season. And to find out whether or not your holiday destination is, or the time that you want to go on holiday is peak or off-peak season, Google it. Just go into Google or type peak season for Thailand, etc. Because if it's off-peak, everything will be cheaper. Hotel prices will be cheaper. You can negotiate prices on excursions. Literally, when we went to Thailand, everything was cheaper because we went during monsoon season.
And because I'm a pro negotiator, of course.
That actually really helped. I can't lie, it was very useful. Because we were going to Thailand during monsoon season, I was a little bit skeptical. I was thinking, I don't want to be on holiday and, I don't know, a hurricane or something crazy happens. I'm just trying to avoid that. So because our holiday was so last minute, I went onto a website called AccuWeather, and it basically gave us what the weather forecast was going to be like during the time that we were away. So I checked it 3 weeks in advance. The weather looked great, so I thought, yeah, why not, let's go. But with AccuWeather, I think it tells you like months and months in advance. So if you want to book a holiday in like 3 months time, and it's during a period where the weather might be a bit uncertain, you can use websites like that and pick a date where it's more likely to have decent weather. So once you've planned where you want to go and you have an idea of when you want to go, it's now time to start booking. But every time you book anything, make sure you always use incognito mode. That's basically like the private browser on whether it's Chrome, what's the other one? Like
Safari,
Firefox, if people use Firefox, I don't know. But it's the private browser, and it just means that they can't store your information or track whether or not you've been on that website previously. Because if they see that you're on the website several times, do you know what they do? They rocket up the price. So if they see that you're... Does that not make sense?
They increase the price, you freshie.
Does that not make sense?
Rocket up the
Is that not
price.
English? Okay. Okay, if they see... You know what I mean? They increase the price, okay? Just use incognito, okay?
Yeah.
So next tip is making the most of a Skyscanner. And this is a tip that Holiday Helper actually gave us. So when we... Was my birthday?
No, your birthday.
Okay.
What, is it your birthday?
I feel like it does because I'm talking too much.
It's fine.
So Skyscanner is a website where you can compare different prices of different flights.
So whenever you go onto the Skyscanner website, you can actually choose an option which is the cheapest month, and it'll actually show you the particular days you can actually fly on. So for example, it may be cheaper to fly on a Tuesday, a random day during the week, as opposed to traveling on a Saturday or Sunday. So it gives you that view. I cannot recommend it enough if you're going to get the best possible deals for your flights. So next tip, making the most of loyalty programs. I actually didn't realize bookings.com had a loyalty program. I've always been used to using either Hilton, Marriott. I'm not trying to, this was consulting life, you know? So I was used to using all those loyalty programs. I had a loyalty program called Genius. The more you use it, the more discounts you get from using bookings.com. And the funny thing is, all those hotels and Hiltons and Marriotts, they're actually on there as well.
Okay.
To make the hotel more inexpensive, I think lucky enough you had your, is it a discount, £40?
Yeah, I shopped at Misguided. In the parcel, it just had a bookings.com discount. So I thought, all right, okay, cool. And I received that twice.
And that was £40, right?
Yeah, £40 discount.
And I got sent an email as well that was £85 off, which was from bookings.com. There's no point of us saying all these discounts and then other people can't use them regularly. So even when I did a Google search of bookings.com, quite a few discounts come up. So I would say, yeah, Google bookings.com discounts and you'd be surprised, quite a few things come up.
And if you do happen to get a discount card or voucher and you're not going to use it, then give it away. Yeah,
Share the love, you know?
Share the love. Give it to one of your friends. Give it to me, in fact. Just give it to me.
Yeah, so in this case, I use my Revolut card to transfer my UK currency to Thai currency, which is baht. And even when we went to Abu Dhabi as well, I transferred the excess budget that was left from my Thailand currency into Abu Dhabi currency, which is AED.
And all of that is for free.
Yeah, there was
they don't charge you any commission or anything like that to exchange your money to a different currency.
Okay, so whenever you are transferring money from one currency to another, I found you get a better rate, or the most competitive rate, when it's transferred during stock market hours in the UK. So next tip is using a credit card to make some of your bookings. I'm not saying you should use a credit card to pay for your holiday and then pay for it after. No, I'm talking about using it so you have protection. I've had some horror stories on forums where someone's made a booking and it's all been a scam. So what the travel protection does, in the case of the transaction being fraudulent, it's a lot easier to get a refund on the transaction as you made.
Oh man!
As opposed to if it was a debit card, you have to fill your bank up and tell them no, it's been a fraud, etc. So whereby it can be quite an automatic process when you're using a credit card. You say it.
No, you say it.
I said the last one.
No, it's fine, because you say it.
I said the bookings one.
You say it.
1 hour later.
So the next tip is travel insurance. And I must admit, when I was younger, the thought of travel insurance was like oh, who cares? I mean, I'm gonna be fine.
Just double check. It was quite a seamless process when I was using Revolut. So as soon as I got out there, I got the travel insurance, which covers me and Eve as well. I think we were paying £2 a day. So yeah, it's that simple, because you never know what will happen. And in this case, Eve almost threw up when we were out there.
I didn't almost throw up. I did throw up. I almost died. So let me tell you what happened. Yeah. This
is why travel insurance is important.
This is why travel insurance is important, because I'm not even exaggerating. I feel like there's a chance I could have lost my life there in Thailand. So I'm just going to quickly explain what happened. So we were on a quite a small boat, 4 other people, traveling to different islands to go snorkeling. I don't know why we can't swim, but anyway, we're going to go snorkeling anyway. You look so uncomfortable. Right? Yeah, why are your legs like this? Hey.
I just gave birth to Eve.
Oh my god. So on the boat now, I'm feeling okay. This boat is a bit, you know, the waters are a bit choppy. Yeah, waters are a bit choppy. This boat is like jumping up a bit too much, but you know, everyone else seems to be calm. Let me not say anything, and let me not seem like the worst. Let me just calm down. We'll keep going here, and like the boat is literally doing this, boom, going up, boom. And I was like, you know what, I'm sorry, this holiday is not worth it. This snorkeling is not worth it. I just can't. So I went to the guy with the boat driver to tell him, look, I don't feel safe, can I go home? He doesn't really speak English much, didn't really know what I was saying. I did up to dear life, having a mini panic attack, thinking in my head, oh damn, I had breakfast this morning and I get motion sick so easily. Why did I eat breakfast this morning when I knew I was gonna go on the boat? And then all of a sudden, just vomited.
Smell like mango.
It did smell like mango because I had mango for breakfast, so it smelled nice.
Do you want to say that when I came up to you, said that, oh, are you okay?
You know what? Yeah, if you're going through danger, if your life is at risk, do you know who you shouldn't be with? Nick. Don't be with Nick because he's not going to do anything. Let me just quickly say, last year we went to Greece. Amanda. We went to Greece last year. I don't have footage, unfortunately. We went to an escape room. It was a horror escape room. Part of the story was a girl called Amanda. If you know what the ring is, she looks like that. Halfway through the escape room, Amanda comes out, standing on top of the fridge, like just like that, saying, so ridiculous. And do you know what he does? He pushes me towards Amanda so he can run.
Because my life is valuable, babe.
5'4", this guy is 6'2".
6'3", babe.
Okay. Little 5'4" me, he pushes me towards Amanda so that he can run.
Every man for himself, man. Just say she can devour you and I can just run away and be free, right?
Again, our battery is about to die, but we've gone through the most points.
Yeah.
So don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we have a holiday giveaway worth hundreds of pounds coming up very, very soon. So like and subscribe. Make sure you're following our page so you don't miss that giveaway.
And turn the bell on because, guys, you don't want to miss this. I think I may rig this giveaway. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
much.
To be honest, I kind of want to go myself.
Yeah.
Like I'm jealous for you.
Yeah. So yeah, bye guys.